Hi everybody, I'm Lisa from Cube HR and welcome to the second of our Monday Mode videos where we demonstrate how to carry out a variety of HR meetings using the wonderful Zoom technology with the help of some of our friends in business. So this week we're going to be showing you how to carry out a return to work meeting with employees returning from furlough. We're joined by the lovely ladies from Fresh Perspective Resourcing. We've got Evie, Jane and Veronica. Claire from Cube HR is also here. She's going to be the manager conducting the meetings and I'm going to narrate at key points. But as these ladies all work very closely together in a small team, we're going to show you a group meeting. It might be more appropriate to hold individual meetings to allow your employees chance to discuss their concerns in private. Let's get started.
Hi everybody, thanks for coming online today. So how are we all?
Great,
yeah,
really good.
Thank you. Sunshine.
Excellent. So I wanted to catch up with you all before you return to the office next week and just see how things have been going for you, keep you up to date with what's been happening with the business and make sure that you're all right about returning. I'm just going to throw a few questions out there to you all, but if there is anything you want to discuss in private, please let me know and I can arrange a separate chat for you.
It's really important to remember that everybody's experience of lockdown has been different. Your team will be feeling a wide range of emotions about returning, and we've tried to demonstrate a few of the most common ones you might see. But it's crucial to treat each employee according to their needs. There is no one-size-fits-all approach.
Firstly, how are you all feeling about returning to work? Veronica, let's start with you.
Oh, I'm really excited. I can't wait to get back. I've been so bored at home. I'd come back today if I could.
Oh, that's great. Evie?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose I'm okay with it. I don't really have much choice, do I? So.
And Jane?
Not really, to be honest. Well, not great. I don't feel like it's safe to be back in the office just yet. I'm worried about being in a workspace with other people. Like, what if they don't wash their hands, and what if someone gets ill?
So, as you can see, we've got three different personalities here. Veronica's really motivated to return, which is great. You still need to look after these people, as their energy will probably slump at some point. Evie, she isn't really bothered. She's been quite happy at home taking her 80% pay and would happily carry on as long as possible. And then we've got Jane. She's really worried and anxious about returning. It would be more appropriate to have an individual meeting with Evie and Jane. With Evie, so you can understand why she's not motivated to come back. Is there a deeper issue? And with Jane, so that she can discuss her concerns, but also so that her worry doesn't affect the rest of the team.
I totally understand your concerns, Jane, and I just want to run through the COVID-19 risk assessment we've produced so that you can see what we intend to do to minimise those risks, and that'll hopefully set your mind at rest.
So at this point, go through your risk assessment, tell them any hazards that you've identified and the measures that you're putting in place to reduce them and what their responsibilities are. We'll assume here that Claire has talked them through those questions.
So is everyone okay with that? Are there any questions?
I still don't really like it. I have a lot of concerns, like why aren't you giving us masks, for example?
You may need to deal with specific questions like this, so make sure you understand what your responsibility is to your employees in terms of PPE. If you aren't sure, check with your health and safety professional, and if you don't have one, let us know and we can put you in touch with our health and safety contact. Employees might also raise concerns about travel arrangements and childcare. Make sure you listen to their concerns and try to help where you can. We're going to go back to the meeting now, assuming that these questions have already been answered.
So I'd really like to know how you guys have all found it being at home. So what have you missed about being at work and what have you enjoyed about being on furlough?
I've loved it. I don't really want to come back, to be honest, and I don't see why we can't stay on furlough for a bit longer, seeing as how it's been extended to October. To be honest, I think it's really unreasonable that you're actually asking us to come back now.
I've missed work. I've been at home. I've been so bored, and I've tried to do some training and development on the side, but I just really want to get back to my desk now and start closing those deals again.
I don't want to come back, but I really don't feel comfortable at home either. I've enjoyed being safe in my home. I haven't even left it at all, not even to go for a walk. I've missed seeing the team though, so I guess it would be nice to catch up with everyone a little bit more.
Hopefully, you're starting to get the picture that each of these ladies has a very different personality, and you'll need to react to each of them differently to ensure you take their individual reactions into consideration.
I'm going to send you all a link to a really quick mental health check-in, and I'd like you all to complete it. If you can take a look at it, please. If you can try and do it today if possible, that'd be great, because it'll give me time to give you each a call if I need to have a chat with you if necessary.
Because we're showing you a group discussion, it wouldn't be ideal to discuss mental health. It's a really personal and private thing, and everyone's different. We could do this in individual meetings though. In this example, we've sent a quick survey asking them to rate their mental well-being and exploring how they'll tell us if they aren't okay and what support they might need from us.
I want to take the time now just to reassure you about the future. There are going to be some changes naturally to the level of business that we can expect, but we're hopeful to get the full team back in full-time by the end of July, although some of that might be part-time or before then. We do have work coming in and we're not worried, and we're not looking to make any staff cuts. However, we have noticed.
At this point, you might be looking to alter some of your working practices. Maybe you've noticed things aren't running as smoothly as they should, or some of your processes are unnecessarily labour intensive. Use this time to discuss this with the team and see what their thoughts are. They use the systems and may have the best solutions. Also, maybe you are having to consider making redundancies, and if you are, it's best to be honest. Please see our video on how to do that available on YouTube. Now, let's go back to the meeting.
You've all had an email about holidays. Just to explain, because we anticipate being so busy, we've had to cap the number of holiday days you can take to 10 in the rest of this holiday year. We need to make sure we've got enough staff in to do the work.
What happens with the rest of the holidays? Because I don't want to lose mine.
Well, you'll be able to carry forward the rest of your leave into the next 2 years, so don't worry, Evie, you won't lose those days.
I also want to clarify here that any changes to the booking process and how you'll monitor carried over holidays. It would also be good to encourage employees to take their 10 days. Somebody like Veronica will probably not want to take any days, whereas Evie is likely to take all of them. Everybody needs a rest from the stress of work. You can also choose to give notice for holidays to be taken when it suits your business, as long as you give double the notice. So, if you wanted them to take a week's holiday, you would need to give them 2 weeks' notice. And you can do this while individuals are still on furlough too, as long as you top up their pay to 100%.
So does anyone have any other questions at all?
Can't wait to see you all on Monday.
I'm just not sure about being in the office still. I feel quite sick just thinking about it.
I still can't understand why we can't be on furlough for a bit longer, but...
These are just some examples of the typical responses that we have been seeing from employees. Unfortunately, we can't cover everything, but we've tried to give you an idea of what questions you need to ask and prepare for a different range of emotions and concerns. It's so important to talk to your employees and keep those lines of communication open. You might want to schedule another catch-up in a week or two to make sure everything is okay and find out how they're coping. If you're unsure on how to handle these things, please do call us and we'll only be too happy to help. Thank you.